Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. All right, Alderman Clyde Costu.
Here.
Alderwoman Brenda Franklin.
Here.
Alderwoman Mandy Knott.
Here.
Alderwoman Diane Smith.
Here.
Go to the agenda.
Make the motion to approve the agenda.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay. And I'd like it entered that the disclaimer on the bottom and the closed session, which has not been brought to the, at least not to my attention, that's on the thing there, and I'm not gonna go and vote on something that I don't even know whether or not we're
If I
going to.
plan on going into a closed session, I would ask that it be announced that we weren't going into closed session. I have intention of going into closed session.
Yes, you have intentions of going in, but I don't know about the other board, but I don't know what the purpose is for that, and
I'm
I'm
going to discuss what the closed session is about in public.
No,
I
not in
discuss
public.
closed session and closed session. There is no discussion on it in the public. Now, you can vote nay all you want to, but you will not be discussing closed session in the public.
I
And I'll
understand.
give the number when we get ready to
But
go
we have
in.
gone into closed session several times on a number that was not a
No,
valid
we have-
reason to
we
go
have
in.
not.
Yes,
We
we
have
have,
not.
but I won't argue it.
You have the right to vote no. If it's illegal, the Attorney General says it's not.
They have information, they already know.
They say it's not illegal, I talked to them. Okay, put that in their minutes. Consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I second it.
Motion made and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay. I have questions about things that are on the line items. And we don't have to go through them right now, but that's my reason.
Okay. Electrical bid for the pump house, we got
We got all three right there sealed. I got to open it. Chop that dirt, get it in. There is the first one.
You do it.
Oh, go ahead and read them.
Yeah, you know, I had to get it.
All right, first bid is Specialty Electrical Services. And the amount of this bid is $929.36. Bid number 2, Robinson Well Drilling and Electrical Incorporated. The amount of that bid is $1,750.00. Third and final bid is from Gettinger Electric. That bid is in the amount of $865.00. Oh, we got 929, 1750, 865. So they are the low bid, the third bid is.
Okay.
Oh, those categories.
I don't think it's bad, but I still think we need to, I'd like to get with him and talk to him and somebody and meet with him and if he's talking about everything we're talking about, that's not a bad price. It's way different from what the others was, but it's half of everything else I'd like to see. He don't go into much detail here of the gauge wire or none of them are, to make sure that things are doing what it's doing. I guess we could okay the low one on the contingency that we'll have to meet with him, discussing with him that meets the criteria of what we want. We don't have a blueprint, but I know we got the articles out there, we know what it takes and everything. If he's gonna meet all that, but
I have a couple of questions. Are we going to have a discussion on this?
well, we sure we can. I think that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Whenever I I just have a few questions here to try to understand this because when did this tear out and salvage take place? That was
When we had the well and then
and that was that was quite a while ago, right?
it was last year.
Last year. Okay. Well,
But you finished the water plant and everything,
okay.
you was in office.
But I was in office. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I remember when you
really
were
sure.
there. Was that when the tank? Is that when the
When the big
extra
tank
water
was put,
tank
yeah.
came down? I wasn't in office yet.
Okay.
Okay, but I was at the meeting, and I somewhat remember some of the things. Because this was the company that said would save us money by taking down the tower and hauling it away, is that correct? Okay, I've got the right one then. I'm just kind of questioning, I know that I give Dennis, Mr. Beauvais, a great deal of something there for mentioning what happened. But the reason I'm wanting to bring it up is because was there anything in writing that the company was made aware of what they could and could not take? Because that seems like what they should have been.
Most of the thing, everything in there was supposed to come out, but that electrical shouldn't.
Okay.
Everything else did. All the electrical supplies to everything in there should. The well was an oversight, I guess.
Because
Mistakes happen.
all these things, we didn't know about any of this until I reviewed it.
We
on
get
the
ready to
video.
get it back in here online.
And then you find out that it's missing, or it's gone, okay? Because it seems like that if we were not managing that, and there was not oversight of these men, they were just allowed free rein to do whatever, whoever took it out, not gonna say men, whoever took it out. And,
You had no idea what was over there, but yes, there was a mistake made. Go on. We made a
No,
mistake.
I'm not
We
saying
made a
that.
mistake. We made a mistake.
But the
There's
reason
nothing
I'm
to be
bringing
done.
this up is because this mistake is costing the city.
Yes, it
It's
is.
costing the
Mistakes
city.
usually do cost money. And this
But if
mistake
we-
is, but what can we do about it?
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now, but we can make some changes in the future. I think we should look at it another time.
Probably
not at
would.
this.
If we ever had something go out there again, we probably would. They
Okay.
never left the
Well,
table.
now, let me ask this, this might be a little bit better. This way, it doesn't look like I'm trying to point fingers at anybody. What use does the city have for this basin as well?
We need it to keep for practicing, to fill the fire trucks up. We're having to pay every time they put down there, out there at the fire department. This year, we don't have to pay.
Okay, but it cannot be used for public consumption, correct?
No,
Okay.
it's not hooking nothing.
So let me ask this, it's just something I don't know this for sure, but if the fire department is the sole one that can use this, then why not turn this over to the fire department? And then they can have the water, they don't have to come, the city does not have to have this expense, they have a budget,
What do you think? They don't have no money.
they have a budget.
They have a budget that comes through us.
So
We give
that,
them a lot of their money and they get a lot of their money from the road bank.
okay.
You think that the street department, that's like saying the street department gets,
Well, I'm just asking, I mean,
That-
it's,
and it could be used for a practice, it could be used for, I tell you, it can't be sold. The water can't be sold, it can't be,
Water can't be sold.
it will only have a field hydrant out there. We can reserve 3,500 gallons out there, or 35,000.
50,000
50,000. It don't have to run, but it would take that pump there A long time to pump it up. But we can, once they get pumped up, they'll only fill up to 1,000 or 750 gallon one in fire truck. I don't know what they're holding on to. But that gets pretty expensive. Now then they can play with the water when they're out practicing and things. Or when they bring the trucks in from a wheel car, they can stop here and fill up and save all that money. Every time the fire truck goes out, they use them there. We're out, let's say they use both tanks. 1,000, 1,200 gallons, that's expensive.
This is a well,
They have money back.
natural water.
But-
It's not bringing it in.
It was an oversight. It shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. I can point fingers, I'm out and all, I can be blamed. No, we're not anyone special.
Okay, well, thank you for
The
taking the
question before the board
information.
now is, do we accept this low bid if they are gonna do what it's supposed to? Anybody else got any comments? Make a motion to accept it if it be, if the board approves, so choose.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the low bid, with the exception that it has to meet the qualifications.
Yeah.
And we have to know that before they.
So the Gator Electric for $855.
And that'll be contingent on the fact that they can do everything that they're saying.
It will be ready to go and everything will be cold. And I do know a couple of people here in town that pretty good with electrical that can be with me to verify they would know what we need. Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay. LLEVD grant award.
And you got a, this was the police grant where we went to get the in-car camera, and we also put in to get the police car transportation seat. We were denied on the camera, but we did get awarded the transportation seat. So the figures are, the grant is for $625.50. Our match is $69.50, 10% of the total value, $695. So there's really, we've already proved that we would match when we applied for the grant, so there's really no action. It's just I wanted to let you know we're getting the seat, not the camera.
May I ask,
Yeah.
who decided not to, did the grant say we could not have the camera? Because the camera seems like much more important, more valuable than the seats.
Right, and when they denied us for the camera, they also gave me like, pointers, I guess, on if we apply for this next year, what more information I could provide for them. So there's no rule against getting the camera, it's just, we didn't get it. This is just me talking at this point, but most places are lucky to get the same grant 2 years in a row from this fund. So I think since they got us a car last year, maybe the $6,000 camera, oh no, you're getting greedy. So, we'll give you the seat and,
The camera's $6,000.
it was 5,000 something, but, with this, I think it was 6
I don't
altogether.
recall being that much.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, auditor classifications,
They did verify what we discussed, right?
Right, in your package, you'll see a copy of the email, which is the remote designing, the document, because we passed this on a contingency, that they clear it up. Here's the clearing up of that vague verbiage from our last meeting. There's no action needed, just informing that I did receive that.
They finished up here today. Or here. I put it together and we should be getting it. I don't know when. Coordinate me.
I would hope.
Which fund, what's that,
This is Missouri Public Entity Risk Management Fund Renewal. Also, MOPERM is what everybody calls it. that is our property and liability insurance. Last year, the amount that we paid on this was $10,972.50. This year, the premium is $11,060.00. This is an increase of $87.50. And this is me talking again, probably because we added the chlorination building, so there's additional property, additional liability, having a chemical building, so I think it's pretty reasonable to go up more than this. So, you know, $87 is the increase. So just need a motion to formally renew our, required property and liability insurance.
Okay, I make a motion that we renew our insurance.
Good.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And,
David, what did you say the insurance was? 1,100 or 11,000?
This year, for 2014, it is $11,060.00.
Departmental reports. Fire department.
Now for the month, we had 4 calls. We had 2 vehicle accidents and 2 mutual aid calls for those over construction fires. Also, Monday, the 16th, which is this coming Monday coming up, we're gonna have a chief election. I'm gonna step down in January from being chief. And we're gonna have an election of a new chief, and then he'll take over, whoever gets it, will take over at the city meeting in January. Which I guess that city meeting will probably be the 9th, if I figured it out right. Second Thursday night.
December, that'll be the 12th. No, we're in, be January, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be January.
We're in December 12th right now.
Your new map's under you.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it just came today.
It'll be the 9th, you're right.
Okay, that new chief will be taking over after the city meeting.
Provided everything goes right.
All of it goes right.
I remember how much trouble we had the last day.
Yeah, I know.
I skip one? Okay, I did skip 11. How come nobody let me get out of there? Nobody watching my cheat, huh? Okay, we're gonna back up a little bit to, employee year-end bonuses. I suggest that we do what we've done every year. That's the most we can do, and we need to do no less.
For those of us that are new on the board, what was it that you normally do?
$25 gift cards. And then, I have the actual numbers if you want those. For Michael, it was 20 hours worth of pay. For Frankie, it was 20 hours of pay also at their rate of pay. Chief Mackett, it was $210 before tax. Joanne Dunsey, $150. As per the personnel manual, let me read the portion that covers this. Employees will have 5 sick days per year, which cannot be carried over from year to year. Any employee who is never absent without leave will receive pay equivalent to 2.5 days payable the pay period before Christmas. So would you like me to replicate what we did last year, or go by the personnel and give them 2.5 days, which would be the same thing. But the question last year, it was run through payroll, which means the employees got taxed on it. Also, the city had to pay their portion of loggers, Social Security, and Medicare, coming out of city expenses. So I can run it through payroll, or I can run it through general and cut them a check without taxes.
Do you have a total cost? Do you have a total cost?
Oh God, just figure, it's normally like 13% of what their pay is what we pay out, when you add up those three items.
You talking about taxes?
Right.
Who's better off?
But you want to know the total cost.
Yeah, total cost,
Oh, if I add up, well,
yeah.
I'll have to get a calculator. It's $205 plus $185 plus $210 plus $150. That was the gross. Now that's not figuring our percent, And they got less than this because they
You
had
got more long
taxes
enough
paid.
here?
Yeah, that's another question. I have not been here a year. My first day of employment was July 29th. So I don't think I should deserve a full year's worth of stuff. But see, the sick leave policy doesn't really specify, one way or another. So it's in your
I
head.
think you would prorate by the month you work, things I think you would prorate it by the month you have worked. If you work 3/4 of the year, you can get 3/4.
Well, he's been here since July, so wouldn't that be 6 months? So wouldn't that be like half,
Yeah,
one
half
job
of
and
what
job?
you take. But if you, for the bonus card, I ain't gonna hang up on that, you get $25 gift card. But the bonus pay,
There was only 3 gift cards last year. I don't know who they went to.
that then it, well, I don't know.
Mike,
and,
Frankie, and Mark, wasn't it?
They're only employees. Except Joanne.
Joanne did not get a
I
gift
know,
card. She did not take a gift card
She
last
did
year.
not take it. So I guess she set a precedent for you.
Well, no, I mean, I want to save the city money too, and I don't think I deserve it being here just a short period of time,
Well, I think you did.
I think we deserve at
With
least
what you've
half of
done,
it,
yeah.
at least.
I think you ought to base it on time.
Dennis, you probably
You're here
just
sick.
give that 3 minutes at the end.
You know, he's involved in this because he was involved in it.
Okay. The only thing is I became an employee and I do not expect no bonus at all, period. No card. Okay? What you guys pay me a month is just fine with me. I don't want no bonus, I don't want no card, so I'm out of the mix.
What I was gonna say,
That's all I want to say.
I think these are just 6 months after what you got.
Well, I think probably about how much they work, 6
Yeah.
months or half, if they spend 8 months, if they're working on. It's prorated, that's the way you do it. And you gotta have your probation period in before you qualify, but you go back to there, hiring that you do, if you've been in probation, you would have been already.
And since this is a bonus and not really payroll, I also suggest we don't run this through payroll.
Right.
No,
Any tax problems on them, not us, so
Right.
run it through general.
it saves you money, but not,
And we would have paid off.
right.
That's what I will.
Okay.
We'll try to get a motion to make it happen.
Mr. Woods?
Yes.
Again, would you just summarize that real quick, what we're doing?
We're gonna replicate, we're gonna take
Okay.
20 hours times their rate of pay and cut them a check. And then they all get the 3 $25 gift cards, and I guess I'll get a gift card for $12.50. Which I appreciate, thank you.
Need the motion to do this.
I'll make a motion
Exactly what he
to
said.
do exactly what that man said. I don't remember.
We approve Christmas bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have a second?
I second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Well, I would've got hung if I
I want their money.
I bet if I looked up, I'd have seen somebody over there staring at me. I looked up. Okay, police department.
I don't really have any
Hang on
report.
just a second, Mike. Mandy, did you have anything on part of
No, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't really have any report, Mr. Mayor, but I do want to commend David Woods for the help that he has given me in my department and the assistance with the grant, the work that he's done. Outstanding job as far as I'm concerned that he's done so far in the 6 or 7 months he's been here.
And we are learning to appreciate you more every day. Mandy, that's you again. You have anything to add?
No, I have nothing to add. Ditto what Mr. Beckett said.
Park or cemetery?
I have nothing to report.
Street department?
Got a little bit to report. We just bought 25 tons of, cement.
Green.
And this time we got the good, nothing like the tungsten. So we're gonna probably try to use them up, what we've got left here. And we won't have that problem no more after today. And we're getting some salt and calcium. So we ought to be in good shape for a while. Hopefully we'll have this kind of ice here.
Not before Friday anyhow.
They're not gonna have that before.
I'm watching the news and I just got a feeling we're gonna get some
It's
ice.
gonna be Saturday, Friday night.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta do it when it's overtime. You can't do it during the day.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Water and sewer?
Okay, man. Ward, we had one, water leak, it was at Mark Beck residence, it was on our side. We had, we lost about 8,000 gallons of water, but, it's been fixed. We took care of it. I have a report from the rural development here that says they've approved all our requests. So we can start purchasing what we need to purchase and then request the money from rural development. So that's basically, I just got it today, so we can get citizens and get the lab equipment and stuff like that. Get on the ball and get going with it. And then we can finalize that project and not have to worry about it no more. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Animal control?
Let me ask, Officer Beckett, did you have any ordinances that were in violation of animal control?
I didn't hear what you said. The heater kicked on, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah. On the animal control, did you have any reports of any animal life violations?
Animal calls twice a time.
No, we have nothing there on that.
Emergency management report?
I don't have anything that came up this month.
Okay, we're in the part of the citizen participation. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Discuss? If not, we'll have a motion to go into closed session for section, okay, 610.2, 021, whatever that one is, I have no idea what that
I make a motion that we go in closed section for 6.
is. We're on to a short litigation.
Yeah, that's what's for this session first.
Oh,
Do what?
Well, before we go into it.
Well, we'll make a motion that we go into closed session. Then we'll close the meeting, and then we'll open the
Okay.
closed session.
Okay.
Motion.
So you're the second on that?
I second.
All right,
Roll call.
all right, roll call. Alderwoman Knox. All right, Alderwoman Frank.
yeah.
Okay. Alderwoman Smith.
Confused now.
Alderman Hancock.
Okay, Mark, we declare the room.